Seeking the truth, Chairman Bob Goodlatte from the House Judiciary Committee is getting ready to issue a subpoena to the Justice Department, demanding documents surrounding the FBI's handling of the Hillary Clinton email investigation. Here now is Chairman Goodlatte. Thank you so much for joining us. When's this going to happen?
Well, Melissa, it's going to happen very soon. Not today, but very soon. And it is in response to a long-standing demand that we have had going back to last fall when Chairman Gowdy of the Oversight Government Reform Committee and I launched an investigation into how the FBI handled matters surrounding the Clinton email investigation. There are, as you know, from the page-struck texts and others, many questions about how that was handled. And we want the documents that the Inspector General has. He's got 1.2 million documents. So far, they've provided us with about 3,000.
So I'm glad you brought that up. 1.2 million documents. Is that? Do you think they're going to hand it over to you in digital form? I mean, how do you go through that much information?
Well, they should hand it over to us in digital form, and they should hand it over to us unredacted, so that we can see the exact communications that took place and not have to guess a lot of these things or go over to the department and examine documents in camera. We've already, when we've done that, found discrepancies, found things that should have been provided to us unredacted, even in the small amount of information we've received thus far.
Switching to another important topic, though, you are testing the waters with an immigration bill that President Trump is backing. It protects DACA recipients, but includes funding for the border wall. Do you think that it has enough support?
The support for that has been building steadily. We are working with members who have sought changes to parts of the bill, and we're making daily progress on that. We hope to be able to move it to the floor soon.
Yours is more conservative, as I understand it, versus the other bills that are out there being discussed, that you have E-Verify, you want to crack down on sanctuary cities. Tell us, what are some of the details that make yours, in your mind, superior to the other action out there?
Well, we do have more enforcement measures that close the loopholes that we have in our immigration system. So it's not just about a wall, it's about having border security in places, wall in places, but also once people get inside the country, that's when the real problems begin. So we want those provisions. We also want to end extended family immigration and only allow the nuclear family, your spouse and your minor children, and then move toward a merit-based system where we're finding people who are needed in the U.S. economy, not just people who come here because they happen to have a relationship to somebody else.
Do you feel pressure
here
to get something done on this? Because there has been so much back and forth, so much talk. The president, made an offer early on to offer what looks like amnesty to many more people than the Obama administration had, yet we don't see an outcome. And to a lot of Americans, that feels like business as usual in Washington, where things don't get done. Do you feel pressure?
Well, I do feel it's very important that we get this done and that we get this done as soon as possible. And by the way, while it has the necessary closing of loopholes and other enforcement measures, it also has a generous DACA provision that not only allows people to stay here permanently with periodic renewals, but it also allows them existing pathways to citizenship. Not a special pathway that's created just for them, but if they are lawfully here, which this would create a lawful status for them for as long as they want to stay here. They can travel in and out of the country. They can work. They can own a business. But it also will give them the opportunity, if they marry a U.S. citizen or employer petitions for them, get an opportunity for permanent residence status and then ultimately citizenship. So it's a generous proposal in that regard, but it also says what the Speaker and the President have said, and that is we've got to stop this problem from persisting in the future, and this bill does that.
Congressman Goodlatte, thanks for your time today.